I'm recording now, by the way. Video's live.
Oh, video. I should put
I mean,
my
you don't
face
have
up,
to,
yeah?
Deb. I'm in big ugly mode today, so I'm not doing it.
There we go. Now you can see my beautiful face.
No glasses today, Dep?
No glasses today. They're in my car because it's finally sunny out when I drive to work.
Oh, what's that like?
It's nice. It's real nice. Welcome, challengers, to Battleground of the Gods, a Smite podcast. I am your host, Nation, and joining me today we have Fro Double G,
What's up, everybody?
Nevaeh03,
Back.
and Blaise McDaddy.
Why do I play ADC?
Because you think it'd be fun. And it's like, oh, this should be the easiest thing to do. And I get to do damage, but no.
No.
No,
you pick ADC
Warriors.
because Nev is trying to diamond Guan, Asbestos is trying to diamond Shock, and our Randozo's are trying to diamond Wukong. So you're like, fuck, I need to play some sort of damage. But no offense to all three of them, I understand you don't play the god, but it shows, and I'm like, my booty hole's hurting as the enemy team is diving.
Wow. I'll have you
Doesn't
know that I
have to be
was
called
popping
out,
off on Guan. Thank you very much.
But Nev, okay. We went over this though. Guan can't do shit to help me when I'm being dove.
No, because he's
Not that
he's
Shock
not,
and Wukong really can either, and that was kind of part of the problem. And then we literally had a rando with us yesterday. Like, it was just some dude
super friendly, has joined the Discord.
Yeah, I'll let Nev take that
let's
over
go.
about explaining that gentleman. But then we have Asbestos, who like wholeheartedly admits he's absolute ass on Shock, and he is right. I will not disagree with him.
Oh my god.
So it was just a rough time. That's why you pick ADC.
Yeah.
Do we just go into games? Like,
We're
think
going
we're
into
there.
it.
I
Yeah,
think
we're
we're
launching
there.
in. Take it away. It sounds like you got this. Who
Go
needs
ahead,
a
Fro.
host?
Well, okay. I will go ahead and say this. I don't really remember most of my games this week. I know I say that every once in a while. I have a pretty decent excuse this week, though. But besides that one, there's only really one other game that sticks out of my head, and I got to throw a little bit of context on it, right? So, not to trauma dump everything, everyone, I'm all good, no need to worry me, but my brother passed away last Monday. Last Monday by the time you're hearing this, right? The next day, I'm like, yo, I just want to get in some games, like no brain, no think, AFK fucking farm, like every cuckoo's wet dream.
Yep.
I'm with some people in our Discord, right? And I haven't really, I didn't trauma dump on any of them or anything like that. I just made like one single tweet. If you saw it, you saw it, whatever, no big deal. Without paying attention, I got other shit going on, like other tabs open or whatever. They pulled me into a fucking conquest. And I'm like, oh boy, this was more thinking than I wanted to.
AFK mode.
And I play jungle, right? Jungle is my main role. And I still haven't settled. I'm somewhat hesitant. I'm trying to get back into conquest, but I don't know the rotations or anything. So it's like I still play here or there, but I just was not in the mindset for it that day. And it's like, poof, we're in, right? I'm like, okay. I'm like, hey, please. I just want an AFK fucking game today. Get me into an arena, a slash, an assault, right? Because honestly, all three of those you don't have to pay attention. Even in slash.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, slash mains, you don't have to fucking pay attention.
Okay.
You really don't. We get into an assault. I'm like, cool. This is what I need. Fucking Barracuda, Derpy Bear, and two of their GM buddies are on the enemy team. And I'm like, oh my sweet ass. Fuck me. Come on. Right?
that moment when you just want to chill and vibe, and then all of a sudden SPL is on the enemy team, and you're like,
Right.
Yeah.
But
been
I
there.
will say,
I've been there.
it was a good game. And actually, it did kind of get me like a little bit of the try-hardiness come out of me a little bit. I've actually played a few games against Derpy Bear and Assault, but this was the first time I played against Barracuda. He built the same exact build I build on Frontliners, and I felt incredibly validated. And that felt great. Sovereignty, Health Chalice, Benevolence. right? Great start. And I was like, yep, he did it. He did it on, I think he was on Cabrakan or whatever. And he did that. Granted, he had someone else buying a Heartward and a Thebes, right? But he did that against 4 magical still, and he thought it was a good decision. I'm like, okay, yep, I feel validated. Yeah. Plus, I'm not sure if anyone knows Barracuda's history at all, but there was like a bit of like relatedness I felt with the moment in that game too, where it's like, yeah, you know. So that was pretty cool. It was a fun game after all. Really had to put the try hard pants on. Besides that, the only other really notable games I'm sure Nev's going to be talking about, because she had a busy week. I guess you had a busy week on Smite game as well, so you probably got those games. But yeah,
pull up my guru because
kind of played some games.
All my games are blended. I just remember the one that we were playing yesterday, where it was like we had a salty random on the team that, instead of asking nicely within the first like minute and a half of the game, they were very rude. And they were like something like, "Can you motherfuckers help press like W and help clear lane and da da da." Like, first off, slow your roll. All right. There's map awareness. Okay. You don't have it. You are literally by yourself. That's why you just got obliterated. And so, but I didn't say that. I said,
no, Dave, you're leaving out the sweetest of context. This was like wave 3. They're on a fucking Nuwa, right? They're on, a person who's meant to clear the fucking wave. I have been on Cerberus by my motherfucking self over in left lane, clearing those 3 waves, right? And this little bitch comes and starts arguing about how he needs help clearing waves, as there's 4 motherfuckers over there and it's his motherfucking job to do it. Yep. That set me off. I immediately, I didn't say shit yet, but that is what set me the fuck off right from the get.
In my defense, I was actually clearing my camp. I was clearing my camp. Like, the Nuwa left the blue camp and immediately went to lane and died. And I was clearing, because I was Artemis, so I was clearing, whatever we're calling it, yellow camp or speed camp or whatever you want to call it.
Look, my opinion, if you're a mage or a hunter, you just shut the fuck up. You don't ask for help clearing
no.
waves.
And I wasn't your job. I wasn't saying
Warriors,
shit. But apparently,
assassins, guardians, you can bitch about not getting help.
Apparently, this person woke up on the wrong side of the bed or something. I don't know. So I was in the jungle clearing my camp. They finished clearing their blue buff and went to lane and immediately died. And just keyboard immediately, just freaking out. And I was like, well,
apparently they have a mechanical keyboard.
I was like, you could ask nicer next time, maybe. And that's all I said. And then immediately they were like, I'm mad. I'm gonna sit in fountain. I'm gonna spam laugh and walk in a circle and ult every so often. Tell me why a Nuwa in Slash in a 17-minute game only does 8,000 damage. You want to tell me that person was not AFK? Come on. So reported. Absolutely reported. You can't be a Nuwa in 17 minutes and not have only 8,000 damage. That's ridiculous.
I think it's ironic a lot of those people don't realize that they will track that you have not moved very far at all. Mm-hmm. A lot of people's like, well, I'm moved. My character's moving. It's like, okay, well, that'll stop you from being like auto-booted and all that. Mm-hmm. But when they open up the thing and they go, why did this character only travel 7,000 units while everyone else traveled 60,000 in this match? Like,
yeah. Like, and it's not just the slash line that they look at if something like that happens. It's other stuff that they look at. Now they're gonna look at my slash line and see me feeding my brains out, but I was so tilted by this new wall that I just wasn't even focusing anymore. So like when I did the report, I was like, yeah, I know I was 8 and 8, but I had the most assists, and you could tell that I was clearing waves and that I was doing stuff instead of just standing in fountain, occasionally ulting. So it is what it is. Just yeah, that was just frustrating. But other than that one, pretty much all my games this week have been pretty entertaining. Lots of Guan. My very last Guan Yu game, I went 3-3-9. We finished that game in 10 minutes. Bro, you were there. That was the Heimdall game. Rado was on Vulcan, and Asbestos still working on the chalk. We unfortunately couldn't get our new friend that we me and Fro grouped up so I could work on Guan Yu. Asbestos joined us. And then there was a Wukong that was just making me laugh. Like every time they would get like down to like the smallest sliver of a health, and then they would Wukong ult. And then as they're up in the Wukong ult, they'd go like I'm laughing, and it killed me. It killed me. I was like, Wukong, are you in a party? And they were like, no. And I was like, do you want to be in a party? And they were like, yeah. And so we get them in the party, and unfortunately, they've just been having technical issue after technical issue after technical issue. Every time we try to party, like join a game, their client would crash, and they couldn't get back in. So it was unfortunate. I think they ended up with like a 700-minute server.
Oh my god.
So I was like, well, I know you're trying to get the 3 first wins of the day to get the Odyssey chest. There's like some kind of like weird thing that I saw on Twitter where if you go on to co-op VAI, you could actually get it done. So
yeah, if
that's
you
what
do
they ended up doing.
co-op VAI, that
Medium.
always works for medium or
Medium.
hard. Yep. That always works for getting your first wins done. I may or may not have been doing that. So I'm ready to do one MOTD and get my first win.
Nice.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I literally just go in there, fucking pick some sort of carry. I prefer Izanami just because she can just blast through everything and do an arena and do a joust, and you're good to go. You just got to go do cooldown on Sunday.
Yeah.
I guess thinking about it, it has been a while since I've been here.
Yeah.
I guess was the last episode I was here for Worlds? Has it
Yeah.
been 3 weeks? Okay.
Sounds
Yeah.
true.
So, as I said on the Worlds episode, I am now on the Smite channel stream team.
Real quickly,
And
I want to bring up how that you with that beanie on and the headset somehow makes you look like you're 12.
Look, I'm having a bad hair day.
No, that's
okay?
fine. That's fine. Camera's off, Nev. Mine's not even on. There's a
I'm having a
reason.
bad hair day.
I already got dressed up twice this week. That's all I can be asked.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been doing the official stream team stuff, and we've also been helping out over on the DKO channel. I did my final DKO stream over on the official channel last night, and that's been a lot of fun. I did my very first Smite game channel stream. I got a Penta on Smite game.
Let's go.
And that was really hype. I was like,
Hell
oh,
yeah. Now
and
you
so
can do nothing but disappoint. It's good to get
I
that
mean, true.
right out from the get-go, right? Like, let's get this over with now. I can let you down from here on out, day after day. Like,
there's like a duality to Smite game channel chat. It's very interesting. I had one person, it was pretty quiet one night, and somebody came in and they were like, I can't remember what they said. They were being rude and toxic. I was an assault, and I neved it up. I missed literally every single ability. No, I was in joust. It was on Friday night. I missed every single ability. Every single one, as I always do. This person never first time chatter has never said
Oh,
anything in Smite
bless.
game before, comes in and they're like, can you hit a single freaking ability? And I'm like, oh, you must be new here. Hi, I'm Nev. This is all creative zoning. It's all part of the long game. You know, we're gonna get it figured out. Don't you worry.
Can
We
you
give
hit
them
a
that false
single
sense of
ability?
security.
No, bitch. I can't. How
No,
about that?
No.
I
How
can't.
How about that?
We're
What
setting
you
up
got to
for
say
links.
about that?
Exclamation point Nev, by the way, in Smite Game Channel is going to tell you all about how there's no such thing as a missed ability. It's all creative zoning. So anyway, literally duality of chat. So that happens. I said, you know, I was being funny. I was playing it off. I don't care. People are going to be people. So I was just like, okay, buddy. And then I was playing Nuwa, so I did the combo and we got a bunch of damage, and then the person died. And so then somebody else was like, oh my god, that was such a great play. And they were like, oh, and you get blink instead of Aegis, and you W key to the enemy team. I'm like, see? You get me. You get me.
Hold up, Nev. Hold up. That dude asked you if you could hit a single ability while you're playing Nuwa.
Mhm.
I wish you would have just ulted as soon as he asked. I
Oh.
really wish. You better watch this.
And then, like, yeah, look.
Boom.
Boom.
Hit all 5, motherfucker.
Yeah, I bet you can't do
All
that
5
one.
in Joust? Wow.
Oh, shit. Okay. Hit
Yeah,
all
you
3.
hit the ones from the other map, Nev.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah,
the,
no
that's
shit.
the key.
Yeah.
Right. No, so it was just interesting, but no, for the most part, everything over there has been great. Everybody's been really wholesome and welcoming. It's been a really fun experience, and yeah, I've been bringing the magic of cooldowns runneth over to the Smite Game official channel every Sunday, so I'll be doing that again tonight. Can't wait. But yeah, no, I've been streaming a lot, so I don't remember a lot of notable games except for me getting a Penta on Smite Game. But
I'm
other
not
than
gonna
that,
lie. My only problem with you being on Smite Game so much is I don't have notifications from Smite Game turned on.
I know, and I've been
I just
so
never
bad
like
about.
I haven't realized you've streamed all week. I've caught like 2 of them.
I've been so bad about posting I post in my Discord and I post on Twitter, but I've been so bad about posting in here, like posting on Bocce in my channel. I did finally post my schedule, so I was like, here, if I forget, here's my schedule. But
That
yeah,
happens.
you're
Got a lot of
unfortunately not
stuff,
gonna
lot of
get the notifications. I was actually talking to about that to my dad. My dad is like super. This is the other thing. My dad's like super gotten into Smite over the past like 6 months.
Nice.
So he's like trying to be like super supportive and like watch my content and everything. God forbid he starts listening to the podcast. Sorry, Dad. I say words here that I don't say on stream, and I apologize. But
Honestly, I think you got to apologize for your co-host more than you.
I mean, true,
You know.
true. But
Hello, Nev Dad.
Hello.
no, so
Sorry.
it was like,
I mean, not actually sorry, but sorry you
Not
had to
actually
find out this way.
so he actually it was super funny because like during Worlds he messaged me. He was like, who you got winning the finals? And I was like, you know, I'm a Titans fan, so this was semifinals day on Saturday during Worlds. I was like, oh, I'm a Titans fan, so I want the Titans to win. He was like, I don't know, I thought it was gonna be the Jade Dragons, but and he just freaking just like summarizes the entire weekend, and then he made the call, and he said he wanted the team to win that won, and I was like, you didn't even know what Smite was like 4 months ago. You didn't even know how it was played or anything, and now
Pulls
you're
up suspenders, but I
predicting.
know what teamwork looks like.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. He was like, I can figure it out.
He's like,
Like,
them
okay.
fellas, they've been coached well.
Yeah.
He was like, I got this. I was like, wow, okay. I mean, so he he really enjoyed watching Worlds and was talking so much about it, and and so when I got the invitation to come join the stream team for Smite, he was like, oh, okay, so is that going to be over on your channel? I was like, no, you're going to have to go watch where you watched Worlds. I'll be over there every so often. And he was like, oh, okay. And so like one time he was like, wow, there's a lot of people over there. And I was like, yes, there is. It's a little nerve-wracking, but it's been fun. But no, he was like that too. He was like, "Oh, I don't get the notifications when you go live on Smite Game," and I was like, "I know, I'm sorry, I have no control over that." And he was like, "Is there something you could do, like an OBS, for it to like ping your channel, which will ping me?" And I was like, "No, Dad, I'll just tell you my schedule, let you know when I'll be over there if you want to watch." He's so wholesome. But yeah, that was my, I guess, several weeks, and I've been talking everybody's ear off. I see a wonderful Dan Zaburo sitting in the background over there on Blaise McDaddy's screen. Tell us about your week.
Yeah, his friends went missing because
Oh,
Logan took them and scattered them about. So
I
Kepri
have,
and Ymir are somewhere.
yeah, I have a
Um,
blurred out background, but you can kind of see there's the hat, and then Kepri's back there, and Dan's is back there, and I got Ymir right here.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. Kepri's is out of reach. That's the problem. So to kind of piggyback off the toxic funny players that Nev has had, let me tell you, I've had some too, and my favorites are when they're in arena because, like, what are you doing, dude? This is the most casual game mode that exists.
Yeah.
You just it's team deathmatch essentially with the wave. Okay, it's not asking for much, but our good old E set starts off the game 0-7 in 6 minutes, just absolutely inting their brains out, and our Guan Yu goes F6 at 10. This game's over. And I was like, dude, it's fine. It's gonna be okay. Like this game, like we're down 60 tickets, but like that's manageable. We're gonna be all right. So Guan Yu takes it upon himself to now stand in the base. And anytime somebody dies, mostly the E set go, just shouldn't have went in there. And just like anything just to BBM while also just sitting in the base and doing nothing. And that, you sure believe it, F6 comes up at 10. I'm slamming F7. I'm like, nah, you're gonna sit in that base and think about this today.
Yeah.
And I wasn't queued with anybody. This was like me by myself soloed, so I was just hoping everybody felt the same way. But I've had a couple of those in arena the past few weeks, and one was like, "Oh, well, they don't do anything." I know that. I was like, "Oh yeah, we'll find out after this game, bud. If they do something, don't worry. I'm gonna send the report in. We'll check for you." And the next day, it's like an action against a player. And I was like, "Let's go, we got him."
That is the most vindicating feeling.
It is. It is. And you know what's sad is when I've been playing some duel, and duel players are nicer than the people in arena, because that takes a lot. I feel like where duel can be tilting because it's just you. So
yeah,
You got nobody to blame but yourself.
it's true.
The only time
It's
people
so
are
true.
mad is if you pick something strong, that a strong matchup against them.
Yeah.
And it's like, bud, there's 110 gods. Like, get
I
with the
always think
fucking
it's
program.
so funny when people lose in duel and then they report people for losing.
Yeah.
It's just like, you have nobody to blame but yourself. Oh, they're clearly hacking because they beat me. Nobody's ever beat this matchup in duel before. You wanna bet? Because it looks like it just happened.
Yeah, I think all of my reports I've gotten except for one have come from duel. And I can live with that. Also, a throwback. We've been doing some custom games over on my channel for various reasons, just for fun, and also we were doing the charity stream this weekend, so we did some custom games the other night, and we only had 4. And we're like, we're gonna make it 5v, or we had one side had 4. We're like, we'll give them a Chiron bot, it'll be fine. And Chiron bot inted its brains out. Started off pretty good, inted, but then the next game we only had, it was a 4v4, so we're like, oh, surely we take a Neath bot and they get a Chiron bot. Well, let me tell you. Chiron bot from the past came back and dropped like 16 kills in our custom game.
Oh shit.
Just like standing back and just start taking people out. I was like, yo, this Chiron bot knows what's up. This Chiron bot is popping off. So the Chiron bot of old showed up, which you have to appreciate a little bit.
Yeah.
So we got the good old Chiron bot, but other than that, my games have been something this week. It's I got a Penta and ranked on Oleron. I don't remember if I talked about that on the last episode, but it happened last weekend, so I got
This
it.
is for you.
I was so excited. It was in Conquest. It was in Ranked, and I was like, "You're not taking this away from me."
That is like the truest of true pentas, by the way. That's
The
like
crazy part
ultimate
is-
goal.
Yep.
This X-Ball dashes away from me, and I charge the one and snipe him. And I was like, "Okay, that's the quad. Where's the fifth?" And this Nox comes out of nowhere, hits the combo, and I was like, "Oh, good thing I didn't use my beats and just turned around and killed her and got the Penta." And then I followed that up this week with we were playing. I was like, I'm gonna try out Scotty, see how it goes. And my mid laner's like, we gotta get out. If we wipe, it's over. I was like, we wipe, bro? We're not wiping here. Like, what do you mean? And my whole entire team dies. I've gotten one kill at this point. It's now a 4v1. I get the double. I get the triple. I get the quadra. It's me and the Hoi Yi. I was like, all right, here's the plan. I can't give him the geometry. I have to hide behind this wall for a second. And I'm waiting on this cooldown. And I'm spamming my ice because I know it's like less than a second away. Bounce kills me from the Penta. And I was like, okay. It's fine. Played comp yesterday. Got a quadra. The Penta ran away. The Penta Ao Kwang. I hate Ao Kwang. If I see an Ao Kwang in my game, I'm letting you know right now. I'm coming after you. You're in my
What if
games.
I'm on your team?
You're on my team. You're fine. You're on the opposite team. I'm coming for you because I've had 3 in the past month where I've gotten the quadra and the Penta's been an Ao Kwang all 3 times, and I'm coming for you. I've been playing a lot of Surtur. That god's fun, but when you have to get him to diamond for a challenge and you just spam him without triple worshippers and you need to get a pint on him for a challenge, he becomes what I like to call aggravating.
Yeah.
I've built him many ways, but I assure you the funnest way to play Surtur is Tainted Crusher, Aussie, Xe, Bloodforge, Kins. Because those autos chunk. And you heal a lot. It was so much fun that I don't know. Nev, do you think you've ever died in arena more than 15 times?
I know I have.
Okay. Well, I inted the other day for a Penta because I had probably 4 in one game where I was there and I just needed help. And we had this Cthulhu that was full tank and he would just stand in the back. He ulted when he got ult, he ulted wave in arena. The first wave after ult, he ulted the wave.
Oh.
And I just could not get him to tank. He just was not doing it. Full tank build.
Why do people do that? Oh, did they have Aegis? Because that's been a thing that keeps happening.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's been happening a lot lately, and I don't know who decided full tank should also get Aegis, but I hate it. Stop it. Get some help.
we had a Thor that first relic in comp yesterday. Their first relic was Aegis, and I was like, "What is happening right now?
It's just been happening so much. Aegis is such a garbage tier freaking relic. Just get rid of it. Just get rid of it.
I want it gone. I like Shell better anyways. It's a better team relic. Just let me shell it up.
Yeah. If you want a defensive relic, Shell is definitely way better than Aegis. Well, I don't want a defensive relic. I just want beads and blink. So
I feel that. Let's just say I died 16 times on this Surtur, okay? I died 16 times. I had 19 kills though. I almost had the full T screen.
I mean, still positive. Still positive.
So like
it's not like you were like 0-19. You're fine.
Yeah. But things took a turn this week, Nev. I took a thing out of your playbook and I was like, you know what? I'm doing non-conquest for a bit. And I was like, we're going back to the old times where it's fun. Because last week, whenever I played non-conquest, it was a good time and I won. And I was like, or if I lost, like it was at least a close game. No. That has been a change this week. Now my conquest games are going like okay. I'm not gonna say good because that's a stretch because ADC. But the non-conquest games have been like all over the place.
Yeah.
Just all over the place.
That's
what is happening.
That is how it be.
Yeah. And if my best game mode of the week is assault, something's gone awry. Because I don't queue that mode very often. I don't know what it is. This week it was the fact that Shiva and Baron are the same tier of healer.
Don't
that
get
really bothers
on
me.
it. Don't get me started on it, because honestly, if I was elected Olympian, that was going to be the first freaking thing I brought up. Was the healer tiers in Assault are bad. They need to be reworked.
So the only reason I thought it was funny is Kenny's with me, and Kenny goes, I have Shiva, our healer. And I was like, I'm like, oh, he's joking, surely. And then we get to where the loading screen, and I see a Baron on the enemy team. And I out loud, I didn't even keep it to myself. I was like, there's no shot they think Baron and Shiva are equivalent healers here. Where Shiva's healing is literally his ult.
Mm-hmm.
And Baron's healing is his two.
That same logic, and it's not just in his ult. The thing that irritates me about Shiva being considered a healer is that it's not that it's just in his ultimate, but you're basically saying the rest of his ultimate is irrelevant in Assault, and it's not. The rest of his ult is so important. And if you're gonna say that Shiva in his ultimate is the healer, then why is Eset not a healer? I'm saying that Eset should be considered a healer in Assault, but you have to find the line.
Well, and we've talked about it before too. We're like, Ares does give a lot of HP 5.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Yep.
Like that, but we don't think about that. But man, you can get it gets insane.
Along those lines, you can argue RDO and Hades.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. Hades, I understand, because you literally have to be like snuggling with Hades in order to get the heals.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't want to cuddle Hades any more than I already have to.
Can I just get some random ass gods?
Yeah.
Like season 3 Assault back. Like I don't want tiers. I don't want none of that. If there's a healer, yes, no. That's like basically all I want.
What about this?
If
there's a
that
healer,
in order.
it should be mirror.
Yes, that was what I was also gonna say.
That's the sole end all for me.
If there's a hell on their team, there should be a hell on your team. The end.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get rid of these stupid tiers. The tiers are stupid.
Realistically, that'd probably be the best solution.
Yeah.
And then you just have to not choose a healer or not, right? And then it doesn't matter what tier they are, right? And then if you were to do it that aspect, you could start including things like, okay, you do have the Ares, right? Even though I find adding the HP 5 and all that kind of ridiculous. I understand it.
Oh, I do too.
But it is ridiculous.
I was just throwing out there that me and Nev have been in an argument with somebody about it before. For Assault specifically, I'm like, there's no shot.
Especially since you use Ares when I think he's a worse example. When you have someone like Eset, again, who doesn't give as much, but does it constantly, nonstop, for the entire game.
I agree.
And mana as well.
I agree.
Granted, we were talking healers, not mana. Yeah, I like the old Conquest. I don't like all these tiers. I don't like all this added shit.
You mean Assault?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I meant what you knew.
Yep.
But
don't get me wrong. I like the little dudes that you can kill for the movement speed. Those have been nice. I like the orbs. Those are all nice. Like I just don't like all the
the dudes with the movement speed was actually a mistake, because in the patch notes it doesn't say that they're an Assault.
Yeah, they were a mistake in everything except Conquest.
They were a mistake.
But everybody has wholeheartedly liked them.
I love
every mode, so they just kept them.
I hope they keep them.
That's partly why they have weird ass random places.
Were they not supposed to be? They were supposed to be in Joust, I thought. In Arena, they were supposed to be with the camps. Were they not?
I can find it. I mean, during patch notes, like the show, they said it was supposed that it was going to be a non-conquest as well. But then when you actually look at the patch notes, all of non-conquest is not listed.
Okay, maybe I just assumed that when I read it. That's probably just me being big dumb and taking that in as something that I thought made sense and that they should do. Which this current patch coming up,
it is listed as being in Joust. So they are also present on the following maps: Arena, Joust, Slash, and both versions of Joust.
Okay, so it
was just Assault where it was an accident then.
Correct. Assault was a mistake, but for some reason they kept it in, which I'm glad for it. I'm glad for it. I do bring that up several times when I'm playing Assault, that I like that they kept it in there, because it gives you something to do. I am also the firm...
And it also does make a small decision between, are you going to get the orb, which is heals,
right,
or this little bit of golden XP. It's not much,
right?
But when you are already starved for in Assault in the first place,
right,
it does kind of matter to an extent.
can we talk about those little dudes for a second? If you're
Yeah.
playing like Conquest, you can drag them around. You don't have to kill them where they are.
Yep.
You could go.
Hey,
You could take them to
Blaise, roll
Gold
that sentence back. It doesn't matter what mode you're in. You can
I
drag
know,
them around.
But my point is, in Conquest, you could drag them anywhere because the map's so big.
Mm-hmm.
You take them where you want. I've only seen a couple people do it. Everybody sees them and just insta kills them. Like they give you a buff, and it's not bad. Take it with you.
Yep.
No, I'm
In
with you,
Joust,
Blaise,
it's not even a
because you
far
know how many
walk.
times in
In Joust,
Assault
it's not
someone
even a far
kills
walk.
it in the fucking Crescent of Courage, and I'm like, that's the last motherfucking place I'm gonna go. I'm gonna lose
Try
that
to pull
movement
it in
speed
front.
buff
I
by the
always try to
time
pull it
I
in front of
leave there.
tower.
Yeah.
I always
Me
try
and
to
Kenny
pull it in front of
pulled
tower.
both of them and had them next to each other, so we just get a straight like little area of them. Oh, that was sick for Assault. But like, it's one of those things that you can pull them around. You can pull them around.
Mhm.
Also, I need to say this because it's stupid, and I played some Scotty this week. I don't like the changes that they did and how it affects Calder with the new camps, because Calder is now completely useless for camps.
How so?
Oh,
How so?
because you can leash them.
Yeah, so the leash goes to the closest target, and if you throw Calder, he'll always be the closest target, so he insta dies.
Oh.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying.
Yeah. It definitely ruined the clear there for Scotty early game when you're trying to like throw him out there, because like it interrupts the tank. If the tank's on them, it's now Calder's problem. That is one thing I think I've played that I'm like, yo, that I don't know if that was intended, but if it is, like that sucks.
It was intended.
I wonder if it's.
I think Scotty was just kind of an afterthought.
Yeah. I think maybe if anybody you want to bring it up to, you bring it up to Kitten of Doom, because Kitten is a Scotty
I was gonna
main.
shoot it her way. I wanted to make sure I tested it a few more times to make sure I was right, but I've tested it a couple times now. Like it's a thing. But other than that, I was to say games they've been fun this week. Like I said, we did some charity stuff for the Rising Dawn charity event. I played someone donated to have me flip my headphones around, and this happens every time. I played 3 games that way because I forgot to do it. Turn them back. Like I realized, I don't even remember. We were in arena when I started it, and like I think it was a conquest, and I was like, "There's nothing to my left because there's the abyss of the outside of the map." I have my headphones on backwards.
Oh no.
It was something like that. It was one of the maps where I was like on the side, and I was like, "There's nothing there though," because there's nowhere for like, there's nothing there. And I like pull my headset off. I look at it. I'm like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
But it's been a good time. Other than that, I do have to say, Luke played with me on stream last night. He played Fortnite with me, and it was a blast. It was a good time. He is hilarious, and he's doing jokes on stream tonight, which is going to be a good time. Because Luke jokes are usually, they're at least well thought of. He makes up his own, and I appreciate that. But Depp, how are you?
Yeah. Well, do some quick audio troubleshooting here. My audio doesn't look right in Audacity, so there's that going on. Although
When you say it doesn't look
a
right,
mic check, yeah,
you...
it looks like it's not my standard mic picking up. And thinking hindsight, my Discord didn't have my proper mic, so I'm doing a quick file save. I'm gonna do a mic check, and I'm gonna do a quick clap with one of you, just to get all this figured out. And
No, you know the
Nev,
time. I'll actually cut this in the video.
yeah, we could cut this. This is...
Yeah, we played with Killjoy on Fortnite last night.
Oh,
And Luke ballooned above
mic
him.
check 1 2, mic check 1 2,
and got him.
Okay, let's close it and reopen.
Depp's leaving us in the dark here.
Yep.
Do.
Also, I
mic
apologize.
check 1 2, mic check 1
I
2.
haven't been talking much this episode.
You're good, dude.
There is a shit ton of noise going on. Like, some dude must be working on his like dirt bike or quad down the road.
All right.
Oh, that's fun. I had an ice cream truck go by outside.
Yes, by
Detonation's
the way,
recording again.
I live in the Midwest, specifically the North, so I say quad. Not full
Yeah, no,
wheel.
I say quad. I say quad too.
They're quads.
Or ATV.
They are quads.
Yeah.
Can we just say that, like, I know what you mean if you say all of them?
Anybody? 1, 2, 3. That should be good enough. All right, Dep Nations games. Oh boy, let me tell you. Coming back from vacation, it's a little questionable. Getting back on the keyboard and mouse. You do good sometimes, you do bad sometimes. And I was playing with Cabbages and crew the other day, and we had a bit of an L streak going. Not fun, but you know, as we got in towards the last game, before I had some family coming into town, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm playing Nox." Is it toxic? Sure. Do I want to win? Absolutely. And we won. So, you know, I am now a Diamond Nox officially. I got 90 worshippers in that game.
Let's go.
Diamond
Noxes unite. I don't think my Nox is Diamond, but I love playing Nox.
Hell yeah, dude. That's just, I will
no.
say
the absolute
hold
bullshit.
up.
No.
I'll do it. Yeah. That god's fun, dude.
No. We can't have every single one of excuse me.
Yes.
We can't have every single one of us be a Diamond Nox. That can't. No. Riggs. Someone message Riggs right now.
I can't undo
Mine's probably not Diamond, but I can make it that way. I could get it there. I mean, I'm 100% for it. I love Nox, dude.
This explains why no one listens to the podcast anymore.
Yeah, this is the reason, Fro. This is the reason. No, I will say the absolute bullshit that somebody with contagion just walking into your silence, causing it to proc. So not getting hit by the 2's damage, but just walking into the silence, causing contagion to proc is absolute bullshit. From that point forward, I made it my sole objective to kill the Achilles. And he did die. The end all be all would have absolutely been the Kumbhakarna that was dominating our team, deciding to throw and split push for the last about like 8 minutes.
You said Kumba?
Kumba, yeah. Yeah, so he threw, we won, we reported, and I'm pretty sure everyone on their team reported the Kumba, and everyone on our team reported the Kumba. Gotta love it. Play the game, people. You make so many fewer enemies if you just play the game.
Just play. Stop being whiny babies.
That's a crazy thing to say when you're playing Nox, though, Deb. Because I feel like you're making enemies.
Yeah, that is actually true.
That's fine.
Every single one of us, Diamond Nox.
Even.
Yeah.
Every single one of us.
Yeah.
I really wonder how many worshippers I have on Nox. That god's fun, dude.
Yeah.
Also,
I think I can say on my
games
PC
that I've
I'm
been
not
playing-
Diamond, but I can't hide that my PlayStation is. You know, that's just how that is.
Yeah. My new thing to do is, since they nerfed Contagion, is this week Kenny had it, and I'd get targets low and then watch them tick and die to Contagion, and that just brought me so much joy. Just because like they're running away, and it's not even like Bluestone. Like we had a game where like the person ran behind the tower in assault, like they're behind their tier 2 and they died, and they're like, "Oh, dude, nice Bluestone proc," and they're like, "I don't have Bluestone," and it was like, no shot, it was Contagion, and it was. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
What an item.
It's
so counterintuitive.
It's back in the game.
Like,
it's wrong. It's dumb.
I'm just so torn because how many times have they said that like they don't want that? I'm okay with them changing their mind. It's just I don't know. I just find it weird.
Well, it's like it feels bad for trying to lock somebody down so that your team can do damage to them, right?
Yeah, it definitely shouldn't proc against you because you land your CC. That I think that part's stupid. You landing your CC to proc it makes sense. but we keep like I
Right.
just don't get
As
it.
an
I don't get it.
offensive item, yes. As a defensive item, no.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah, because then even just peeling for your team who's low health, and maybe you're a Sylvanas and you're trying to heal them, but you've got a damage proc on you, and oh, you killed them. Like it's not. It's not. It's just not.
You know, that's what I want to see during play-ins next week. I want to see one of the like people trying to get into SPL die to contagion.
Yeah.
And to see the outroar that happens afterwards.
Yeah, play-ins are this week. Let's go.
Yeah. That's what I want to see.
So excited.
Yeah. So that's kind of the gist of Depth's games. Didn't have too many. You know, still getting back into things after the time off. So getting my Smite feet back. Yeah, and let's see. We have some more games that we need to tackle here, right? We have
No.
No.
Nope.
Okay,
First
okay.
started.
You
No,
already
we
got
got through all of them.
Oh, we're
all
all
of
of them. All done.
Yep.
No, yeah, I just
It's
plowed
like
right into
45
mine
minutes.
on accident. It's more
Okay.
like it's kind of like when someone drunkenly stumbles into like an area, and it's like, well, I guess we're here now.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Frodo G, you had mentioned a 2-minute mastery on Fenrir.
Well, first,
Blaise,
Blaise,
I think this
did you give your story on Fenrir? Because it was supposed to be like Blaise
no, I
mentions
didn't.
how Fenrir makes him
yeah.
mad, and then I'll tell you how you play
let's
Fenrir.
talk about Fenrir for a second. Okay, if you're the random Fenrir, this doesn't apply to you. I love Bats, kid. I have to throw him under the bus though. I love Bats. We're playing
No.
yesterday.
If you're the random, it applies to you. This applies to all Fenrirs.
Oh yeah, but if you're in comms with me, the following should not happen during a comp game where we're trying to get into Albion Giants League, and we lose the game because funny ha-has. But
Funny ha-has.
yeah, funny ha-has. So I'm Ishtar. Bats is Fenrir, and the rest doesn't matter. Okay, what matters is this Odin is out of position, and Bats has made it his now objective to blink ult the Odin. And I'm thinking, surely I'm behind him because I said, Bats, I'm behind you. I'm going to follow behind you for this ult. Yeah. Blink ult takes him around a rock. I can't get any damage on this man. I am now by myself. And like, we luckily kill the Odin, but this guy insta dies if Bats just brings him to me because I'm just going to shred him with crit. Anytime that Odin stepped up out of position, I just destroyed his life. And I am pretty sure if we just did that 4v5 turns into us deciding and winning the game. But before that, I do have to say, if I'm going to throw Bats under the bus for that play, which was just like a comms mistake, Bats played phenomenal on Fenrir. And what you should do on Fenrir is you should go to the duo lane because that's where all junglers and the whole enemy team camps, including their solo.
Yep.
And you should get their beads and then come back with your ultimate. As soon as they get back to the wave, ult them, kill them, and you leave and you come back because your ult will be back up before they get their beads again. And you do it again. And now your dual lane's fed and can rotate, and Gold Fury's free. You could do the same thing in mid lane. If the beads are down, you have to get your ult on that character within the next 60 seconds. Like, there's no reason that you shouldn't. Bats was doing that phenomenally yesterday. We just had some misplays as a team that cost us the game. But I thought if you go back and like look at his game top down, it was pretty good. But you know, bring the targets to the damage. Don't run them away.
Depp knows all about bringing targets to the damage, including when the damage has like 4 health and their Sobek pluck yeets them into everybody.
So
Sobek
pluck's
is one of the scariest motherfuckers to be thrown at you.
Yes.
The man is already the size of a mountain.
Yes, he is the mountain.
Yeah, Sobek, I always love when people are like, what do you think about Sobek here? I'm like, are you gonna pluck random enemies that aren't carries at me? Because if that's the case, I'm not about it. Otherwise, we're good. But other than that, nah, okay.
Yeah.
I think Sobek's a good pick after you see all like your main like pluck potential, right? Like who's gonna be their mage, who's gonna be their carry, who's gonna be their no, not their jungle, who's gonna be their support, right? Because those are the three that you're mainly gonna be flinging into your team. The warrior and the assassin's who you're usually gonna be flinging away from your team, in my opinion, most of the time, right? Trying to peel. Sometimes you are gonna, be picking the jungle if the opportunity presents itself. But the other three, well, mainly, the mid and the carry are your main targets. But depending on who the support is, right? If they pick like a Cerberus, you're rarely, or an Ares, rarely going to want to pluck him. But if they pick like a Khepri, I will fling a Khepri into my team time and time again, because what the fuck's he going to do about it? Like, at best... Or at worst, we're going to get his ult. Yeah, at worst, we get his ult.
He's going to abduct. He's going to root you.
Yeah.
And then he's going to revive himself and do it again.
Right, yeah. So at best, or at worst, we got his ult. At best, we got to pick. So.
Yeah.
There's that.
But Fenrir.
Okay. 2-minute match.
Fenrir.
And Fenrir. So Fenrir, very, very straightforward. You just got to keep track of two things. Do you have your rune stacked or not? If you don't have your rune stacked, real simple. Your 1, your 3, it's just fucking damage. And just use it as such. Make sure to use your 2 first. That does give you runes. Keep track if that's going to stack your runes. But if it's not going to, let's say you have no runes, that's just more damage. So it's just more damage. Make sure to use it before your 2, right? Or your ult, because then it's more damage for that as well. Although you don't ult for damage. Now,
it gives you protections in your ult.
Right.
Yeah. You become a tanky boy.
Yep.
If you do have your passive stacked, still use your motherfucking 2, so it gives you more power, right? Or you have your protections, your rune stacked. If you have your rune stacked, you're passive. Still use your 2 because it gives you more power, but your 1 will now stun. Your 3, it's just an AoE. It's literally that simple. Your ult gives you protections, and with or without your passive, but you get more with it, right?
3 chases dash. That's important.
What's that?
3 chases dash.
Yes, the 3 will chase dashes.
You do chase.
Although I still think it chases after Neath because of that way old bug. Hasn't been that way for years, but it used to. Anyways. Fenrir Ultimate. Real fucking straightforward. It is only to escape or to play fucking fetch doggy, right? And when you play fetch doggy, you grab a squishy or a low health and you bring it right to your damage or right to more CC while you wait for the damage or whatever. It's going to be to the damage dealer. Straight line.
Yep.
No fucking fancy little loop-de-de-doos, no try zigzag, none of that shit. You grab the carry, or you grab your target, try to look for your high bursty mage cuckoo ult, right? Or right to your fucking Artemis with crit. One of the two, and you look them right in the eyes, and you say, I got you a treat. And you fucking run right at them. And that's Fenrir.
You can also do this fun thing where you fake bite to the side, get their beads, wait for the beads to run out, then grab them.
Imagine fake biting when you just are really bad with Fenrir and you just miss your ult all the time.
No. That doesn't exist. That doesn't.
Don't know what you're talking about.
That is planned creativity zoning.
Oh, true. Creative zoning. Creative zoning. Absolutely. See, you picked it up. You picked it up. You got what I'm putting down.
But yeah, that is a little trick you can do when you're trying to chase someone down. Is you go. Actually, a lot of times if you just run and like bump into somebody, you don't even got to do the fake bite. They'll just beads as soon as you get in range because they expect you to bite.
Yeah.
And then you can wait for that. But just how to play Fenrir simply, that's it. Just either ult to get out, ult to grab the dude, bring it right to a carry.
Yep.
Play aggressive.
Be aggressive.
Yeah.
Aggressive.
Early game is your time to fuck. So do it.
Yeah.
Late game.
I mean, like I said, get beads, come back and play a visit in the next 60 seconds, and it will all be worth it.
Yep.
I would say take them under tower, but those don't do damage, so don't do that.
No.
Lol.
I mean, if you're not in Conquest, you can take them under tower. They still do some damage.
Yeah,
Some.
that's true, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Me and Towers aren't friends still. One day
No,
we'll be friends again.
I have seen a lot of people who very much so agreed in the Discord about our the Bastions should have some sort of aura or debuff.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be something.
Yeah, I'm
I think
hard
what's-
against buffs.
yeah,
I'm
there
hard
has to be
against buffs.
something.
Nev wasn't here for when we talked about that, but I'm hard against it giving any sort of buff because that encourages tower camping.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
debuff.
No, I agree.
No, I think debuff is the way to go. I think this is, and I don't think they have to give a buff on your side. They just need to give it an enemy debuff, like in the sense of they enter your tower with 4 people. Happened to me this week. There should be something to deter that. And I got dove by a Thor yesterday. Came in a tower, hammered in, or no, he ulted in, ate 3 tower shots, hammered out, still had like 50% of his health at level 6. I was like, cool,
Neat.
love that.
Yep.
Fun
What
and
if
interactive.
the Bastions shot their own little shot that shredded
Dude,
protections? Right? Now hear me
I
out.
don't care what the Bastions do, Fro,
If
as long
it
as it
did-
debuffs the enemy.
You could scale it with time or whatever, but I'm just going to throw a number out. Let's say
Yeah.
at the same rate that a tower shoots, and each one of them shoots a shot that shreds 5, right?
Yeah.
And we'll cap it at 3 shots each, right? So we can't, you only get shredded 30 at most. But
Yeah.
that's still 30 early game.
Or you just make it a debuff aura that if both are up, it does 15 prot shred, like as an aura. And if you take one down, it's only 15. So you don't have to worry about the full 30. So it's the same thing as the mitigation tuning on them. So if you have one of them down, like it just doesn't apply as much of an aura.
Yeah.
We
I
talked
agree,
about
though.
this last week. We just want Bastions to
I
do
know,
Yeah.
we
something.
talked about it for 3 weeks.
We want
I-
them to do something.
I want
Make them
towers to be a
useful.
threat. I want towers to be a threat.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually do need to talk about this because I forgot about it. This happened this week.
Ooh.
All Phoenix is up. Enemy team in our Titan room for 60 seconds fighting us under the Titan. No one died. And we had
Mhm.
DPS on. They did have healers. But like, it feels like if all the Phoenixes are up and you walk into the Titan room, the Titan should do so. Like, I just don't think that should be happening. Like that is a phenomenon that should not happen. Where, like, even if the carry gets hit by it, like it lives through it. And we were shredding damage on them. They had 2 healers. I get it. We had anti-heal, but we could not. We ended up deciding them, I think, or we got 3 kills off of it. But they were there for a solid 45 to 60 seconds, just chilling under our Titan fighting us like it was nothing.
Yeah, make the Titan faster so that they can actually get their auto attacks off, and then I don't know, true damage. Some
I just think it's
bullshit
one
like that.
if all Phoenixes are up, you shouldn't be just chilling in their Titan room for that long.
Yeah.
With nothing happening. I've even been dove at Phoenix with tier 1 and tier 2 up this week, and I'm like, what is happening? And that's fine. Like I can live with that if it's just the jungler. It was more than the jungler, but it's just weird stuff. Like the Titan room thing was crazy to me. Like I haven't seen that at all. But it just felt like I was like, they're not
hardcore be
threatened.
something for that.
Yeah, that there should be a threat for that. You jump in with your group and you're in Titan room and all the Phoenixes are up. Like, dude, I think you just bop. Like,
Yeah.
if it hits a carry twice, they should die.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Weird times to be alive in the Smite 10 conquest map.
Of course, the answer usually is, right?
Yep.
Titan does true damage.
Yep.
Fuck those mitigations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's part of the problem, right? Is the mitigation build so...
I mean, those are
So
getting
dominant
nerfed
right
next
now.
week. I don't think it's as nerf. I don't think it's gonna be a crazy nerf to him. I think but there is a nerf to them next week.
Well, something is
Yeah.
needed because they're strong.
Yeah, they are strong. I agree with the nerf. I don't agree. I haven't done my patch notes breakdown, which I'm gonna do later today. Like get it recorded, but I've looked through the patch notes because people are like, "Oh my god, ADCs are gonna be so broken next patch." I'm like, no. Like they buffed Kins.
Well, how
And,
did they
like-
buff Kins? Because that's just what I was thinking. Like, honestly, a
Okay,
workaround
so-
through a lot of that is just make the tank killing items ignore mitigations. I
So
don't know if that's
5%
too strong.
attack speed, 1% bonus on max HP targets. So they increase the passive by 1%. I mean, it's a good buff, but that's the only item that's an ADC item that got buffed.
Yeah.
The other item is Bladed Boomerang, which is not an ADC item. I will stand by that. I do think the change to
So
it
they get
might bring it a
1%,
little bit in line.
1% more damage on a max
Yep.
health person. All right, let's put this at
Yep.
the extreme. Let's say a person has 4,000 HP. We're at the extreme, right?
Yep.
So they get an extra 40 damage on one auto. Like, chill the fuck out, people. Calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down. They're going to mitigate
Bladed
that. It's only
Boomerang-
going to hit them for 20.
I think we've talked about Bladed Boomerang, where like as an ADC, it feels weird to have to go pick up a deployable.
Yeah.
And they're not always like really visible. They have made them more visible over time. The buff to this is 5% more attack speed. They decreased the gold by 100, but they made it sure the buff drops closer to you, which again, that could be beneficial to ADC, but I don't know that it's actually going to help. Like it just feels like an assassin item. That's what it feels like to me. But other than that, that's the only item that was buffed for carries, and they buffed Jingwei and they buffed Cherno. That's it.
Cherno.
Yeah, Cherno.
Funny, I was watching. I was.
Bog.
Give
I
him
had
a
mentioned-
Kappa skin.
Right?
I had mentioned that Chernobog was getting buffed this upcoming patch, and somebody was like, "I honestly forgot that Chernobog existed."
Oh, I
It's
love
Right
been
now is
so-
not a time to be Chernobog.
He's been so
Irrelevant.
minimally picked. Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's just so I understand like when somebody was like, I kind of forgot he even existed. I was like, I mean, look, I got a Penta on him last year, but other than that, yeah, I kind of forgot he existed too.
Don't worry, guys. Jingwei is getting a buff, and she gets a skin this patch. So
Yeah. Might
Be
bring
ready.
Rick back to Smite.
Oh.
That was
Well-
one of the fakest fucking sounding laughs.
That was
ever.
a really bad.
I was coming out of a yawn. I was coming out of a
Fake
yawn.
laugh.
Yeah. I
It's
heard
not.
that, but it just the end
Ah,
result.
ah,
It reminds me of the
I'm
almost
just
like
waiting
the
for you to be like holding your belly.
you guys know the Final Fantasy X scene with Tidus laughing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Although, ironically, everyone always trolls like, look at this terrible voice acting. This is so bad. And they forget the complete context of that. That's literally him force faking laugh, right? Because
Yes.
it's such a sad thing. Like, it's done as it's supposed to be. But,
Such a good game, by the way.
it really
Such a
is.
good game.
It really is. I'll send you the video. That's like this retrospective one. I've been really into gaming retrospective videos lately. There's so many good classics that I think I should get some emulators going. If I do come back to streaming, I might be doing retro game streams.
Nice.
That's always a fun time. I play a lot of retro stuff with the kids.
Well,
That's
it's
'cause
just
I have,
shit like the Legacy of Kain series. You got
Oh,
Final
so good.
Fantasy ones,
So
right?
good.
Yeah. Then I've been looking at like the Mass Effect 1 and 2. Like, yeah, there's so many that I've like just been watching that. Seems so fun.
Yeah.
Seems so fun. It's like, man, I should go play them.
I don't talk about retro games too much, but like I have things like this in my house where it's like Sonic the Hedgehog in the old like
Hedgehog.
in the old
Blaise.
not for resale like rental box.
Hold
Like
up.
that's what I keep in my house.
Do you
Yeah.
actually collect those things? Like actual?
Yeah.
I need to get a hold of you.
I have a game.
We'll need to chat after this. I have
Okay.
a collection. I don't necessarily want to have it because I don't have a place and I'm not a collector. And I want
got
it
you.
to actually go to a place. I mean, I'm talking NES, PlayStation. I got
Yeah,
all
I
my
have
shit from
everything.
my childhood.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I got it all
Hold
still
on.
too. And I need it to like find a home, like pretty badly. I got like
Like when I say I have Galaga and Dig Dug in the box, bro.
okay, I don't quite
Like,
got that. I don't got quite that.
And I have the Atari in the closet. Like I mean, I love it.
That's
Fun
wild.
fact: we went to my mother-in-law loves going to Goodwill. Sidetrack for a second.
I mean,
she,
yeah, we're there.
Yep.
She's like, hey, she gets back and she's like, hey, man, they had a whole bunch of stuff at the Goodwill today. There was a gold cartridge Zelda there, and I was like, oh, did you buy it? No. How much
What the
was it?
fuck?
$1. $1. Bro, I got in the car. I was like, I'm out. And I took my wife with me, and we were hauling this Goodwill. All right, gold card to Zelda gone. I picked up everything else and just took it up to the front because I knew what I had. I saw the games in there. It was like Final Fantasy 2, Chrono Trigger, a whole bunch of other stuff. And I get up front, and the guy's like, "Oh, hey man, like, I mean, do you even know if these work?" Like, he's like trying to get me like not to buy them because he knows. I was like, "Man, I know what I got. Like, I want all of them. $20 is what I paid." Walked out.
You
with
should have
19
asked him
games.
about the gold cartridge Zelda, man. He probably had that fucking.
I did. Oh, I did. I was like, "Do you know if someone?" He's like, "Yeah, someone bought it." And I was like, "God dang it." But I got like Ghost and Goblins, but I also got Demon's Crest, which is where you play as the demon from Ghost and Goblins, which is
Nice.
super sick. There's this game called Echo, and that game is
Dolphin?
worth an astronomical. No, oh no, not Echo. Oh, what is it called? Oh, it's slipping my mind right now. It's like if you remember Spore, it's like that, but on an NES level. Like you start as a small organism, and you eat your way up to be a bigger organism.
The only one I remember like that
that-
is you start with like you're a clay ball and you go around and like turn into different animals by like, yeah. I have no idea the name.
I cannot remember the name of it right now. I need to go look. I have it in the closet.
The only like super notable game that I have outside of like, yes, I have Sonic, yes, I have Mario, right? Yeah, I have Duck Hunt, you know, stuff like that. The only like notable like, oh yeah, is I got the Mario RPG.
Dude, that game is so much fun. That's another good one.
Depp just raised his eyebrows like, wait a minute, I remember that.
That game was good, dude.
I know.
Really,
I remember
really
a lot.
But this game that we found, I'll have to go look it up and see what the name of it was.
Depp's sitting over here like,
now.
I remember Atari. It's been 84 years.
It was
Old lady Nev.
It's hard to do Grandma Nev jokes when we're all in our 30s. Fuck.
It's also hard to do Grandma Nev jokes when Nev is here.
No. It's
no, that's
much
easy.
easier.
We just do it. Well, while you're looking that up, why don't we remind everybody about the community corner? We've only got about 7 entries. Come on, guys.
So
you're going on vacation. Who's your taxi driver?
Forget to at them, so there is a bit of that.
Oh.
And apparently there was some confusion on how this is supposed to work, right?
Oh.
So you're going on vacation.
Yes.
Every single
the listener.
Person, you, the listener. Every single person transporting you to said destination is going to be a Smite god. So we're talking the pilot of the plane, wherever you're going on vacation. Matter of fact, fucking tell us where you're going on vacation. That's your story here, right? But just explain why, right? I think so far one good example is we had Apollo's driving or not flying the plane. They're taking Apollo's chariot, for example, right? There you go.
Yeah. Perfect example.
I found it, by the way.
Nice.
It's called Evo. I was close, you know, but this game is like unfindable now. When I first found it, it was going for like $500 or $600.
Oh shit.
And I went to Savannah, Georgia for a trip with my wife, and one of the game stores there had the box for it, and I was like, "Yo, how much do you want for that box?" And they're like, "Oh, we actually just took it apart and we just have it like as a poster." Like they had torn apart the box, and I was like, "Do you know how much the box is worth?" And they're like, "No." And I was like, "All right, I'm gonna leave now. I'm just gonna head out of here." But
that's when you say, "Hey, I'll give you $30 for that box."
Yeah, if it was the actual box, not they had actually like torn the cover off. Tore off. I was heated. I thought for sure it was not. I did find it. I'm excited for the CC, by the way. I think I have some solid answers.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Blaise has some solid answers. Try and beat him.
You know what else we do have?
We have a diamond challenge, don't
we? Hey, can I quickly say I was a little upsetty spaghetti when y'all were like, I was gone because I had overtime and everything. And you're like, we're not ending it in March. We're going to end it next week. And I'm like, but I haven't been here.
Yeah, so when we initially did it, it was we gave ourselves like 3 months, but
No, it wasn't even 3 months because we started it after Worlds, which was 3 weeks ago.
2
We
months.
didn't give ourselves 3 months.
It felt like a really long time. Listen, I left on vacation.
That's just where
I came
we
back.
were. Yeah, that's just where we were. It's just like everyone. We didn't get quite as many participations with this one because
it's Warriors,
right? And we understand that. And most everyone was finishing up.
But I knew we had made it a little longer than the last time because Depp was going to be gone for 2 weeks. I was going to be gone for 3 weeks. Riggs is gone for 3 weeks. So that's why I thought we were giving ourselves until March to do it. And then I saw like in the show notes, what was it, last week or the week before? Nope, we're gonna end it and record it the weekend after Valentine's Day. I'm like, well, fuck me. But luckily, we had a triple everything event while in a party this weekend, so I was actually able to finish it.
And for all the listeners, I reminded Nev, but if you got those 10 account boosters for 3 days each, save those for triple ship weekends because it is multiplicative. The boosters. So, and it's only like 1.5 times, right? But add that to your triple ship, right? And
then worshiper boosters as well.
Yeah, and then you got your worshiper boosters, which are 2 times, and you're at 9 times the worshipers, right?
So I started this challenge at Mastery 5, and I basically finished it in just about its entirety just this weekend with all of that. So that was really helpful.
Yeah. So Nev, why don't you lead us into the charge of who finished first and Warriors. Yeah.
Warriors, yeah. So I'm scrolling up. Vamp.
I'll unpin as you read.
Oh, I need to say the person that won beat me by like literally 20 minutes.
So we had Riggs was supposed to be on Shiva. I was Guan Yu. Depp was Horus. Fro was Gilga. And Blaise was on Tier. Very first person to finish and post was Bright. Congratulations, Bright. Wait, why? Oh, that's Nike. The diamond skinned for Nike almost looked like Horus. I was like, why did you diamond Horus when Depp was supposed to diamond Horus?
Wait a minute.
I was very confused. Pete coming in, finishing Erlong Shin, blessed because Erlong is in a very rough spot right now anyway. So congratulations on finishing. Erlong Shin. Blaise McBain did finish Tier. Congratulations. Beard finished Odin. Very nice, very nice. Depp Nation is with the Horus. Congratulations.
Did it.
Arkham finished Wukong. Vidium finished Bologna. Congratulations. Fro, there you are. I see you. Gilgamesh. Congratulations.
Pulling out that star.
Yeah.
I literally got a star on Gilgamesh before I got a second Diamond Warrior.
Hey, it's that way sometimes.
Ken finished Kukulane. Awesome. Mr. Man chiming in here with the Vamana yesterday, squeaking it in.
Oh, squeaky.
Saying from Mastery 2 to Mastery 10 in just 2 weeks. Congratulations.
That's tough.
And me chiming in at 6:01 p.m. last night. Guan Yu, Diamond.
Nice.
I guess Riggs didn't finish the Diamond Challenge.
To be expected.
Yeah.
Sounds like our Riggs thing to do. So do we want to take a week off, or do we want to go ahead and start the next
like
one?
We had some people ready to just go.
Just go?
I'm finishing another Diamond Warrior tonight. I'm excited. So
I
you can hit me with another class.
Well, I was speaking with Nev, and because Warriors are rather limiting, and not as many people enjoy Warriors. The obvious, or I feel the obvious relief to that is come in with the complete opposite of mages, the absolute fucking shit ton of mages to choose from in everyone's favorite class.
Oh no, I think that means. Okay, I'm not gonna say who I have to work on.
No, you get to pick. You get to pick.
No, Nev.
You get to pick.
I
Nev.
guess
Pick who
I'm
you
picking
want.
Freya. I'm picking Freya. Freya's my next closest to diamond. Well, actually,
Oh.
hold on.
Weed and boys.
No. I'm gonna get another star on Nuwa because I'm at 4576 on Nuwa.
Disgusting.
Oh my, that's disgusting. How dare you?
4,576.
I bet you played that god this weekend already.
I did. I played her yesterday.
I actually do think I know who I'm going to pick because I'm having a good time on them, but I need to check what they're at because I've been having the habit since the Diamond Challenge format switched.
Yeah.
I pick one of my lowest.
Oh, that's tricksy.
Yeah, but I can tell you my lowest is definitely Ao Kuang, and that's not who I'm picking. So, in fact, if it was not Ao Kuang, I will be surprised. Let me look at mages real quick.
My lowest mage is Huge Wang.
That's a good one. You can play him as ADC. He has Chernobog autos.
No, I do enjoy him though. I just haven't played much of him. He's just not one I really pick. I'm not gonna lie, part of it is I haven't read his passive, and I don't know what the fuck his passive is fully.
Dep Nation gonna pick me some Baron Sam and D.
Dep has Baron. I'm typing these up in the challenge channel.
In the challenge chat.
Yep. So I have Nuwa. Dep is Baron. Blaise, who do you want?
I'm gonna take Oleron.
Olorun. All right. And Fro?
I'm looking. Okay.
I'm already playing him anyway.
First off, I wanted to check. I am a Diamond Nox on PC.
Yes.
Nice.
I should have taken.
We've become everything we hate.
Honestly.
I'm gonna see how many worshippers.
I'm so torn on whether I want Morgan Le Fay or Vulcan.
Morgan Le Bay, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you gotta pick.
Yo, I'll take that Vulcan. I'll take Vulcan.
All right, Vulcan.
That's one spicy meatball.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys want to tell me what you're at worshiper wise, so I can put those in parentheses here.
613.
Oh shit! I don't actually know.
I can look yours up, Dep.
All right.
I think I'm at 436. I'll tell you again in just a second.
Well, here, let me. Y'all vamp. I can pull up everybody's worshipers.
I'll say I'm on Smite. I just need to go pull it up. I just lit it back
Here's
in.
the thing. I know I'm close. I'm pretty sure
Nation,
Baron.
who are you playing, Dep Nation? Baron. You're at 957. If you don't get him diamond by today,
okay.
Yo, I'm not even gonna play Smite today. Not even worried. Not even worried.
Honestly,
Blaise, what
that's
was yours?
one game.
It's 436, but Nox, I don't have her diamond.
Do you want to change?
How do you
just
not
fucking do it?
diamond?
I was gonna do it. Just do it.
Yeah, that's fine. Are you gonna? Where are you? Are you picked Vulcan? I'll take Nox then, because I do, and I'm at 652.
652
That's easy.
on
That's so
Nox.
easy. Yeah.
Nox.
I went from 0 to 1,000 in a weekend. It's fun.
Blaise, you're gonna find out about the frustrations of hitting people with your 2 and getting contagion procs.
Oh, see.
And then hitting people with your 1.
Here's the thing.
And getting the contagion
he's building tank as well.
Oh.
And what's our date? Can we actually settle on
St.
a
Patty's
date?
Day?
So now we're doing St. Patty's Day, which is March 17th.
Yeah, that gives us a month.
That's a month. It's an actual challenge then.
And then we don't actually record it until whatever the actual following Sunday is. So I mean, if it's on a Tuesday, that's actually like an extra week. I mean, if it's on a Saturday, fuck it, you get an extra day.
Added and reminded.
With the whole flex, dude. The 4,576. Holy. Nev, I don't have that much worshippers on any god.
and the sad thing is that's not my top worshipped god.
My closest is Danza, I think. Danza or Cupid.
My closest is Ganesha. I think I'm 1,000 shy of that.
My top worshipped god is Artemis, 6,184 worshippers. I have a problem. I have a problem.
You know. Well, everybody, I think that is That is all we got time for.
You saw
today.
Coffin's response, didn't you?
Yes,
The
I
immediate
did.
cuckoo.
Yes, I did. Oh, I think that is all we have time for, except for a couple.
For all the
thank yous.
listeners, Nev just posted the diamond challenge, and Coffin Monkey, our resident cuckoo main, is just immediately coming in with
Immediately. Yep.
Yeah.
going to get like his fucking 10th star or whatever. Fucking hell.
All right.
All right. Yeah. It's in the books. And Frodo G, speaking about in the books, we got thank yous.
We do have thank yous in the books, and the books are being opened to be read in this current moment. God damn it, someone commented, so it fucking took me to the other Discord.
No.
Oh, no.
And now I'm done vamping. Thank you to our wonderful patrons, Ario Steel, Asbestos Dog, Bree Chia Pet.
Bryce Chia.
Help a motherfucker out. Weatherman Keith, Jade Flag and Baseball Grip. What? Have you not been here for that, Nev?
It gets me every time.
Okay, all right. Griff, Bombi, Danny, Caveman, Neo, Coffin Monkey, Pick Cuckoo. Why'd you pick Cuckoo? CDR Litz, Gilly, Snorlax, Weatherman, Adios, Sir Ember, K Brojo, Famous Freak, Stuffmeister, Backlash, Sadons, Dr. Godfucker, Lantern, Reese, Warlord, Yo, Bats Kid, Echo Dunk, Doc, Necros, Otterjo, Riggs, Dracon Prime, Glen Wiggle, Granite Boys, Camo Void, Void, Camo Hoss, Void vs. Void, Enbright, Sloppy Satch, Scion, Gemini, Batman, Sandman,
What?
Aquasoft, Sloppy Satch, Aquasoft, Kilowatt Man, I'm a Hater, Mr. Man, Colorado, Amberbug, Folk Hero, and The Big Red.
All right. Thank you,
Hold on.
guys.
Do you guys see that Coffin went and posted in Smite Jibber Jabber exactly how many worshippers he had? Just to add on to our conversation. It's like he knew that we needed to know he was going for his 8th cuckoo star.
Disgusting. I mean, I have
Dang,
nothing. I have nowhere to.
Nev's probably close to that. I bet.
8 star.
I am not.
9,000
She was a cuckoo
worshippers.
maid.
I already told you my top worshipped god is Artemis with 6,100 worshippers.
That sounds
Wait,
forced, Nev.
Have you
It-
guys
No.
looked at?
Now, hold up. This
What do you guys
man's
think
posted his
Coffin's win
cuckoo.
rate
Let me
is?
take a look at this, though.
Yeah.
He's only got
Yeah.
8,000 worshippers, only got a 50% win rate. I mean, there's nothing to write home to mom about, nothing to be ashamed about, but nothing to be bragging. I mean,
Just
maybe
'cause- Goku's
8,000
brain dead.
worshippers.
Clearly, his team wasn't pulling its weight.
You know, that might be it. That
He
might
has a-
be it. But he
he
has
has a
only got a
1.11 KD.
1.78 KDA.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
1.11 KD, like you said.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
He's not dragging his team down.
Yeah, he's not. He's getting consistent. You know.
Yeah.
He's making sure that if he gets a kill, he's dying too.
There's a lot of 1-for-1s. I got a
Yeah,
feeling there's
there's
a
a
lot of holding W and pushing 4 at the same time.
Yeah.
You're coming with me, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
We're out of here.
We're
I'm
out of
doing
here.
it for you,
Yeah.
Deb.
Yeah. Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Love y'all.